What's up with it, y'all? It's Craig back with another video. This week's video, I'm going for $5,000. So we started an account with 2,000, and I just want to show y'all we up right now, as you can see. Hold on, we up 2,500 right now. But yeah, so we started this account on Thanksgiving, funded it $2,000. I didn't do really too much trading. With really small amounts, honestly. And then today we caught the US 30, caught some sales on US 30. So that's really where we got the majority of our 630 that we have so far that's secured. And of course, I'm still holding these trades. I got some potential upsides, and I'm gonna break down exactly how I entered them here. So I'm gonna go through the whole rundown. I went through it with my Island Investment Group members just earlier. So I got my supply and demand zone, I got my Fibonacci retracements, I got price action, and then I got support and resistance. And it's based off of a color code. My daily is going to be red, my H4 is going to be green, and then the H1s are going to be rays. Let me see if I have a ray anywhere on here. I don't see one. But let's go ahead and start off exactly how I break down and get my support and resistance, because I like support and resistance more than indicators and all that other stuff, because that's really like where you see solid indecision in the market. So we're going to call them indecision levels. So first, we're going to get on the line. Usually, I'm sorry, I had it already pulled up. Most people be on the candlesticks, but let's go ahead and move to the line graph. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a red horizontal line on the points where we have an indecision. So right here will be a point, that spike. And you don't want to do it too often. You want to do it where you have multiple touches typically. So for example, like this is a good one. You got a touch right here, almost. This is a definite touch, you got a definite touch. So that's a strong indecision level. Here is a good example too. Right here, touch, strong indecision level. We got a touch, strong indecision level. And from there, we're going to move on to the, well, let me back up. I'm sorry. Let me back up, y'all. Let me back up. Got ahead of myself. Sorry. But, yeah. The red, we're going to put on, I'm trying to break down the gapping like that I look for. I don't really know how to explain the gapping, because I don't want y'all to overdo the daily. You don't want to overdo the daily. You don't want to like the daily. You just want strong points. That's really important. So then we're gonna move down to the H4. We're gonna do those green, of course, and we're gonna go through the same thing. Just put indecision levels. I like to do three to five in between these red. If there's 3 to 5. If there's not 3, of course you don't have to force 3. But where you see those indecision levels, is very important to go ahead and plot on here. And once you do this, you don't have to keep doing it every day. You don't have to keep going through and drawing your support and resistance every day. You can have this up. This will be accurate for at least a week, but really up to 3 or 4 weeks, honestly, if you do it right and do it right the first time. So then we're going to move down to the H1. That's when we'll move over to candlesticks. So today's been a solid trading day, y'all. Solid trading day. Really could have entered this earlier, but I didn't set an alarm, so I didn't wake up at 3 a.m. to get in at the London market. I would have probably, actually, personally, the entry that I have, I'm not too upset with, because it did do what I anticipated. So let me go ahead and break down exactly how I got in once I drew up these points. So support and resistance that's the only thing I touched on so far, because that's the main thing that I look for. Because once you do this, it's at the bottom of my list, because once you do this, like, you don't have to constantly go back and keep doing support and resistance. But price action, Price action to me is basically is the direction of the market per se. So for this, is in an uptrend. I'm in a buyer's market. I understand. I want to be buying in a buyer's market. I don't want to be looking for sales in a buyer's market. You don't want to ever be going against the trend. Fibonacci retracements is based upon different calculations. A retracement is going to be more aggressive at a lower level, like 23.6, but not always. It's a complicated, like, it's a complicated feature. I'll have to make a whole separate video on it. But I looked at this with my fibs, and you want to take it from the start of downtrend. So I'll go bearish to bearish. So from here to here, where it found support. And right now, it's indicating to me that it is most definitely in a breakout. Most definitely. It's going over this 120 level. And that's a clear sign to me that it is. The news right here, this is earlier. I was on with my Island Investment Group members earlier at 10:30. We had the interest rate decision for AUD, and then a rate statement that caused, of course, most people say the news is sometimes going against you, but personally, when you're looking at the market the right way, news is just accelerating what's going to happen. Not necessarily what's going to happen, because no one knows what's going to happen, but based upon your technical and fundamental analysis, if you really do it right the first time, most likely news is going to be in your side. So I'm seeing AUD still climb. I want to see how much we're up now. We're up 2,700 now. So yeah, things are looking good. Hopefully Euro starts to hit as well. I got it in the Euro here. And I like to find trades where I'm having a lot of momentum. That's when I can use these bigger lot sizes. Like literally, this is a $2,000 account. I have a 5 standard lot. Some people will say, "Hey, bad risk management," but I constantly watch these charts. Like I'm here monitoring them, and based upon my strategy, once it reaches a certain zone, I'll adjust the stop loss. I do a trailing stop loss so I can make sure I can cut those losses if there ever was a direction change. So I like to use the EMA and set it at 8 and a moving average at 18. And that's another little indicator that kind of helps me to go along with my support and resistance. So when there's a blue above the red, I know it's bullish. When it's red above the blue, it's not bearish. Yeah, so this will be a bearish trend right here, bullish trend right here. So that alone indicated to me, not alone indicated to me that it was gonna buy, because I like to do what's called, I got this from Killian Banks, great trader. He calls it confluence trading. So that's basically having multiple strategies come together to make one. But I like to use the EMA at 8, moving average at 18, and then also the ADX. So I'll place a line here at 25, and because 20 is good, but I want to make sure like that it's a fundamental solid trade. So 88, I want to have the ADX. I want to actually place a line at 25, and when it's above 25, you want to have the black line above it as well. And if the green line is above it, is bullish. The red line is above 25, and your black line, your actual directional movement, is above 25 as well. Then it'll be bearish. So, but of course, that's not always the case, but that's what you typically see. When it's above 25, typically, honestly, this indicator is very powerful. I want to say 23 and 1 with this indicator. So it's very powerful when you use it correctly. But back to AD/USD because this one is hitting. Hitting, y'all. We getting this bread for real. Oh, we almost up 3,000. We almost up 3,000. Hold on. Dang. I don't want to focus. Either way, oh dang, went down a little bit, but yeah. That's what you get with these big lot sizes. I'll show y'all when we're up 3,000. But back to this. Enough with that, because I'm gonna update y'all in the morning about the trades. I just wanted to break this down so y'all can have these key aspects. Let's see. Dang, 11 minutes. Ooh. Let me speed it up. But yeah, so once we break through these zones, I understand that it's continuing in this trade. In the trend. So I look for it to break two to three of my zones, and then that's when I'm going to look to enter. And of course, like when it breaks on the daily, when it breaks this point of like down here, it was resistance at the time. When it breaks this point of resistance, I know, oh yeah, it most definitely has to continue above right here, because some people look at candlestick patterns. I used to be one of those people like back in the day, but now I'm starting to understand candlestick patterns aren't the most important thing. Like I would see this bearish engulfing pattern and think, oh shit, it's selling. Like, let me go ahead and sell. And of course, what is it doing? It's buying. Support and resistance is so powerful once you do it right and once you get these zones correct. So, of course, I'm looking for the upside right here. Really, I think I could get more out of this trade, but my goal is 5,000 for the week. You know, that's a pretty big jump from 2,000. So that's really all I'm on track to make happen. But yeah, it's 12:23, y'all. I'm finna go to sleep. I'm gonna update y'all in the morning. Update y'all as I keep going with this challenge to 5,000. And hey, I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. Peace. Let's create back next morning. As you can see, Tuesday, December 3rd. And I got good news, y'all. We said 5 bands in a week. How about 5 bands in 24 hours? 5 bands in 24 hours, 5,000, 5 bands, you know, we're 7,200. As you can see, this is a live account. Let's go ahead and go through. We only had one loss, and it was $13, you know. So we deposited 2,000 on the 28th, Thanksgiving. So I didn't really count those trades because I really started trading on Monday. As you can see, those are just little play trades, you know, just showing people how to trade back home. And yeah, we had some good entries. And as you can see, for Euro USD, there's still a tremendous upside, but hey, $5,000, I ain't even gonna cap. That's, especially 24 hours, I'm gonna take that. I say forget the risk, even though it's outside of my price action zone. But yeah, if you're interested in learning Forex or, you know, joining our investment group, you can DM me on IG personally, Craig Oliver Jr., or DM our Island Investment Group page at Island Investment Group on Instagram. We're only on Instagram right now, and I'm gonna keep pumping out more videos as, you know, if y'all want them, of course, I'm gonna keep pumping them out regardless. You know what I mean? Let y'all know we really doing this. Just motivating everybody. Hey, without God, none of this is possible. For real. Like, I feel like it was really God's plan. Like, the way, I don't know, I look at these charts sometimes, so there's got to be something else, you know. But yeah, I'm finna get on out of here, y'all. Hey, hit me up if you need anything. Peace.
I just caught me a bag and like different health, so I'ma take that shit straight to the crib. When you fuck with a rebel, I never stress you, I'ma show you a new way to live. Cause we getting money right here, and them niggas broke over there. I never mix personal with the business, I ain't really got time to kill. And the money don't stop, so I gotta get it, baby, I ain't got time to chill.